Somewhere around 2002, I read Harry Potter for the very first time. And I just fell in love with the whole series and the whole story and all that stuff. For those of you who may not be familiar with the Ford Anglia, in the movie, the car is a 1959 Ford Anglia 105E. They were manufactured in England for Ford. The specific car I've been trying to look for was the one that was imported to America, which was the submodel 106E, which denoted the left-hand drive. For those of you who may be familiar with the movies, this is the car that Ron and his brothers used to spring Harry from number 4 Privet Drive. It's the car they fly to Hogwarts when they can't get on the train. And it's also the one that gets wrecked in the Whomping Willow and then later goes wild and saves them from the spiders. I think the reason I really latched on to Harry Potter is something that I collect and care about. He felt like an outcast. He didn't really fit in and felt like an oddball. And this car really kind of represents that to me. They're just a quirky, weird little car with a weird shape on them, and they're pretty fantastic. Their curb weight was roughly 1,600 pounds, maybe 100 inches or so. I'd have to look up the very specifics of it, but it's a little car. This is my 1959 Ford Anglia. It's a model 105E, but specifically it's a submodel 106E, which denotes that it's left-hand drive. It was imported from England to America. That's what 106E submodel is. It's rough, but these are not, it's a rare car. I don't think they're highly desirable, but they are for me. It's definitely got some whammies and stuff. Well, I got it from a guy who pulled it out of the pasture. I had it. There it is. It's the Bluetooth edition floors. Does have the back seat. Front seat's long gone. They were all manuals. Little 4 cylinders. This engine is gone. One of the big things that I was excited about is there's a lot of stuff here. A lot of trim here. A lot of things. There's the bars for the headliner, for example. I think I have all the hubcaps, which is a big deal, although we may not end up using their 13s, and I don't know what kind of tire I can get in a 13. But one of the key features of this particular car, if I can get my fingers under it, someone, I think in the 80s, tried to turn this into, in fact, I was told they did actually get it to work as an electric car. And they built a shaft that goes into the manual transmission that came with the car and designed all this. Electric motor was here, a DC 20 horsepower motor, and I think it went forward in the car. They bent the body of it back here and it drove this. There's a ton of cabling here. They had a board mounting something. They did torch the battery box, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's almost all of the trim is here. Now, it's not all in great shape. We'll have to figure out badging and stuff. Headlights are cracked, but present with chrome rings. That big whammy there sucked. Now, here's our first problem. It does come with the spare.
Nice.
And a lot of shit in there, but they had all the batteries and stuff back here. Oh, that's hilarious. I just saw this. I gotta find a stick. On off switch there. These were rear wheel drive. It's a rear leaf spring car right there, 4 lug, and up front, I don't remember, it is an independent of some kind. Now, people do restore these in England, so I'm hoping I can get a lot of the parts I need. It's had an interesting journey, but we're going to see if we can't, A, get it on tires and clean out the trunk. So that's our project for today. Ta-da! There is the floor. Yuck. Lots of rust in that quarter. Lots of rust in that rear quarter. That must have been the spare tire well, looks like. So the gas tank was below here. Looks like it went through that hole. The nice part is all the trunk lip is here and relatively solid. So no more dent. Fixed it. Fixed. No more dent. Maybe we can pop out that dent. We go 3 for 3, you think? Look at that. Heck yeah, way better. Now we've got it all swept out. There's a lot more rust than I was fully anticipating, but you know how that goes. Doors work, everything seems strong enough, so she's definitely savable. Oh, here's all the junk: upholstery, steel, rubber mat that's fossilized, I assume a cardboard, some sort of board for interior panels that we've pulled out. The organic matter for the electric conversion, which appears to be petrified at this moment. You got, that looks like a filler neck maybe. Pack rat canvas, what the rear seat had on it. It's pretty amazing. Now for tires that hold air. I quite honestly don't know if this thing will be metric or standard. Oh, 20 fits good. I bet that is metric. Now balls.
Oh, balls.
I'll be damned. So little. Oh, I'm curious if this feels like it wants to turn. Might be in gear, honestly. I don't even know if it's not in gear. But our bigger problem is that tire and that spider, who I don't know if I killed. He might be killing me right now. Now we're gonna try and break the bead. Golly, these are dry and crusty. Whew. Good Lord. Old Firestones. Oh, Nikes. I may have to come up with something on that. Well, all the tires are in such sad shape. My plan to put tubes in them, I think's out the window. I called the tire shop. They have some used 13-inch trailer tires, $30 mounted. Okay. Well, after a trip to the tire store to get used tires and have them mount them, I found out that 2 out of the 5 rims are junk, but we put tubes in and away we go. And that's how she's supposed to sit. Very exciting. Wave, John. He did a lot of work on this side. Both the front brake drums were very frozen. Very frozen. Like piles of rust frozen. And wave, Dad. Yeah, we got them broke free. The rear ones were free. That was pretty neat. But now we're going to go park it to be forgotten. Bye. this is going to be a longer term project. I want to make it a driver. From the outside, I want it to look like the movie car, but on the inside, I'm planning to do some tricks, you know, Harry Potter themed and that kind of stuff. But under the hood, I'm looking to probably put just a 4-cylinder 5-speed from like a Ford Ranger or something like that. It's not going to be a hot rod, and we're probably going to update a lot of the chassis because parts would be much easier if I went with like a Mustang 2 or something of that nature. You're still very early in the planning stages, but I wanted to just share this and put it out there. See if anybody's as excited as I am about it.